What's going on, guys? It's another beautiful day in Cincinnati, as you can see. You know, yesterday was a good day for the drama, kind of, but Hector kind of fucked it up for us. You know, I'm looking it up. I'm still, researching, but I'm thinking it's a law. If you say stupid shit in a video or you say stupid shit on the stream, you have to leave it up for 24 hours so other people can make fun of you. I'm not definite on that, but I'm doing my research. I'll let you all know. Hector, I'll be in contact. Anyway, oh yeah, Hector's going to sue Red. Imagine that. Hector's going to sue somebody. You say a bunch of stupid shit. Somebody shows you say the stupid shit, and you're going to sue them because you said stupid shit. Well done, Hector. But we're going to talk about character. Really think about this. You know, Cherry's a character, right? But does he have any character? That's the question. Let's look at it this way. Now, one guy I'm going to talk about here, you know, everybody likes him. You know, some people might not have got along with him in the past. They had little this, little that, you know. But when it comes down to character, he does well. Let's take Hector's, for instance, yesterday. He pops up there on the panel. We're talking about Bobby. He pops up on the panel, right? All of a sudden, Cherry's been waiting. You know, remember Cherry said he don't give a shit about YouTube. When he gets off the internet, he can give a fuck less about anybody. But Cherry's been waiting for a couple weeks to scream and yell and all that bullshit, right? But here's the difference in character. Did you notice when Bobby was making sense, he was like literally stating facts to Cherry? Cherry didn't like that, so that's when he resorts to name calling, right? He starts saying all kinds of shit, you know, calling Bobby all kinds of names. Bobby sat there calmly. Now, we all know that Cherry's a little, you know, for some reason, the way he looks or something like that. Yeah, 550 for 3.4 miles in a goddamn storm. Fuck you. But anyway, I have no idea, because there's nothing wrong with the way Cherry looks. I mean, fuck it, you know, but he's a little self-conscious, so whatever. But Bobby could have. When Cherry was saying that, Bobby could have pushed right back and said the same shit and made Cherry feel like, he could have fucking buried his ass, right? Bobby didn't do that. He just sat out there and just, you know, more or less was calm. But the real thing was, think about this now. You got, you know, when Cherry was going off saying you went up on, you did a stream on somebody else's channel. You could have done it on your own channel, but you did it on their channel. Bobby never says nothing at first. Bobby don't say a fucking word. He's like, you went up there and you was trashing me and Hector, you was doing this and that. Bobby still doesn't say anything, right? But then, you know, then later on, he keeps going and going. And he's running his mouth. He's running his mouth. And he said, oh yeah, you said it's this Serb thing. Now you got to remember, when he said this, you got Hector on the panel, you got Serb on the panel, right? Both of them's there. So when Cherry says that, like, yeah, you said if Serb's thing, that was bad if that came out to be true. That was sick. Well, the thing about it is, see, this shows a character of a lot of people. Not only Cherry, for then when Bobby says, I don't know what you're talking about, you know, trying to, you know, he's not trying to lie there. What Bobby's trying to do is not hurt Serb's feeling, not put Serb in it, because Serb's on the fucking panel, right? Bobby's trying to, you know, not embarrass the fuck out of Serb. Even though Serb lied to everybody, Bobby still don't want to see Serb get embarrassed like that. So he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So he's like, oh, you didn't text Hector and say this? And now Bobby's like, oh, fuck. Now, at no time did Hector interrupt him and say, hey, dude, why did you do that? Come on now. He just sits there and lets it fucking go. He don't even try to fucking say a word about it. He don't care, right? Then, when Cherry was going on talking about, like, Bobby's stream thing, you know, when he did the stream on Hector's, Serb never did, you know, come up there when he was talking about the text. I'm sorry, not the stream, the text. When he said the text, Serb could have easily ended all that. He was right there. He could have spoke up and said, no, hey, that was my fault. I shouldn't have done that. You know, I said some stuff. You know, I put people in a bad position. That was on me. I shouldn't have done it. Bobby, I'm sorry for putting you in that position, and apologize for it, right? But he didn't. He sat down there quiet as fuck, just the way Hector did when Cherry just threw his ass under the bus too, right? But, think about that. Could you imagine texting somebody or talking to them? You trust this person. You're even saying, like, oh, off of YouTube, this is a good person. And that person you text that person something and tell them, like, you know, about the Serb situation. You just say a little something, right? You just say, like, yeah, man, that's kind of, because anybody, and that's what Bobby said is not fucking bad or not, like, you know, that's a normal fucking response. If somebody lies about the fucking shit that dude's been lying about, and it comes out to be a lie, the normal response is, that's fucking sick. There's something wrong with that motherfucker, right? But then Cherry's like, because, oh, it's on this side, because he's got 3 or 4 people. I mean, think about that, Hector, you stupid motherfucker. You had one stream back in a couple weeks, and you had to private the thing. Now, you're going to say, oh, I did it because Flex was playing it. But, dude, if you had nothing, if you wasn't embarrassed by nothing, if I did a stream and somebody was playing it, and I said shit that, you know, I wasn't embarrassed of, or I did, you know, I would be like, yeah, fucking play it. Show, you know, show what I said. Please, show what I said. You can't do that, because God only knows what you said after that. I've not even got time to go back yet and watch the lounge, the part I missed of what you guys were saying. I mean, I'm sure there was, you know, great shit, but that Bobby thing really fucking puts in perspective. Not only does it show you what a piece of fucking shit Cherry is, which we all knew that, right? But it also shows Bobby's character. Like I said, Bobby could have easily went back at Cherry over his looks, because he knows how, you know, nothing wrong with nobody. Nobody looks, nobody. I'm just saying Cherry's, you know, self-conscious about that. Cherry knows Bobby don't like the, you know, certain kind of jokes. That's why Cherry does it, because he knows Bobby doesn't like it, right? But Bobby can do that same shit. He could go back at Cherry with the same fucking shit. But Bobby doesn't do it. He doesn't do that because he's a better fucking person. See, when you're arguing with somebody and you're starting to fucking make sense and beat him like Bobby was doing, he was like, I mean, everything Cherry would say, he would, and Cherry would get mad and yell and start the name calling. When you got to resort to fucking, you know, saying shit, making fun of people, saying names and shit, and doing shit that you know hurts them, everybody knows you lost. You have no argument. Like you saying, like, and see, like I said again, Bobby never said a word about nothing until he found out Hector fucked him over, right? So when Cherry's up there screaming all that shit, like, yeah, you could have went on your channel, it comes out that Bobby literally talked to Hector about that. And Hector told him, go ahead, do what you got to do. So Bobby, even though he could have went on Hector's channel and just fucking done that stream and not said a goddamn word to nobody, Bobby didn't do that. He literally talked to Hector about it first. Because I guess if Hector would have said no, Bobby probably would have done it on his channel or went, you know, somewhere. But that's the thing, he fucking asked. Now Hector, when Cherry was saying all that shit, like, you went up there until you did this and you did that, which he didn't say nothing about nobody. The only person he talked about was fucking Blaze, and Blaze is a fucking dumbass. Everybody knows this. But that's the only person he named. He just said, the only other thing Bobby kind of said was, he said some of the stuff that's been happening, right? So Cherry said yesterday, Cherry said, you was up there talking about me and Hector, throwing me and Hector under the bus. No, he didn't. He said there was shit happening. So when he said that, if you felt like he was talking about you, that must mean that the shit that happened, you knew you done. So, I mean, you just told on yourself there again. I don't know. It's just, God, I mean, I don't know. You know, yesterday I watched like 10 minutes of that. I really did. And like I said, they were talking about Zifty and shit, and I was like, oh, fuck. And I figured it was going to be a week or so, right? I should have known if Cherry's on a panel, some shit's going to happen. It's just facts. But again, I was like, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Like, nah, he's probably coming back this time. He's going to, you know, be cool for a couple weeks. Hector's probably told him. I don't know. It just amazes me. But like I said, at any time, you know, Bobby, when Hector first started, I mean, Cherry first started saying that shit about, you know, that's him going up on Hector's channel, Bobby could have immediately called that out. Immediately, and said, no, Hector, you know. But he didn't. But even when he was doing that, Hector, you could have. Where the fuck is this going? Where the fuck is that going to? Yeah, we'll do that. But anyway, you could have, Hector, stopped him and said, and this is what I don't understand, because I want everybody to think about this right now. If this was you, and somebody was up there, and it was your channel, right? They was talking about somebody on your channel, and they were saying stuff like, oh, you went on this, you know, on your channel, and you done all this shit. And you knew that that person had contacted you, and you had told them. I would feel fucking obligated to stop it all right there and be like, no, he did talk to me. He asked me. I told him to do what he wanted to. No, he did. He reached out to me. Hector, you don't say shit. Sir, you don't say shit. When they're up there talking about the lie thing, you know, that's what, see, you know, people always ask, why do you care if he like? That's why. There's still blowback over that fucking lie. If he never done that, none of that shit would have happened in that part of it. It would have never happened. It's amazing that people don't see that. Once you lied about something, once you lie about one thing, you're going to lie. What's everything I said, everything he's ever said. Now, I mean, nothing about him. Nobody believes shit no more. It's like sir, you are. You're like a fucking joke in the gig community. Even the people that you think, you know, they know deep down. I mean, they know you're a fucking liar. They know something wrong in your head. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, if you would have told one little bitty lie and got caught, then said, you know, whatever, but you didn't do that. You lied forever. Then when you got caught on all of them, you tried to make it look like the other people was oh, they're trying to ruin me. You ruined yourself, you dumb motherfucker. Nobody can ruin you about lies if you don't lie. If you don't lie, nobody can ruin you because you got the truth to stand behind, right? You can't do that. But I'm saying you could have saved Bobby. You could have been like, no, I lied. I did all this stuff. You know, I put Bobby in a bad situation. He wasn't going to pull out motherfucker. See that guy? Anyway, he was just easing up. But anyway, that you put him in that situation to where he had to say that. And Serb knows that. I mean, you know, because like I said, a lot of people was calling out saying this, you know, what would you do if this happened? And a lot of times Bobby tried to stay out of it. I mean, think about it. The dude literally left YouTube for a while. And a lot of that was because of that. He didn't want to, I mean, this is my opinion, Bobby, but you didn't want to answer questions of why would you let Cherry do that? Why didn't you call Serb out? But see, comes to find out, Bobby did do this shit. He just didn't do it right on YouTube, which that's his right to do that. He did it the way he wanted to do it. But like I said, Serb, you should have come right out as soon as Cherry started that shit. You should have came right out and said, hey, this is my fault. I shouldn't have lied. I put Bobby in this position. You know, I'm sorry. This is me. But you didn't do that. You sit there and fucking quiet. Hector could have said, hey, no. Bobby contacted me. Bobby said, hey, can I go? I'm going to go on your channel, or can I go on your channel? And I said, yeah, hey, do what you feel. Do what you want to do. But you didn't do that. You sat up there fucking silent. Like, I mean, you guys are fucking amazing. Anybody that thinks I mean, they call friend. That ain't what a friend does. A friend doesn't let a psychopath sit there and cuss at people and not say nothing when it's not even like, you know, you're stopping them. That's like, Matt, you're sitting there. You're on a panel with the guy that you know the shit you said he done to you. And you seen what they done. You seen what the guy said about you. But now I'm sure, you know, it's been talked like, oh, let Matt come up here for a little while. This and that. I mean, you guys are fucking sick motherfuckers. You really are. But I'm sure I'm going to watch the rest of that later. Then I'll have another video. I'm just saying, that's the character. That's the difference between Cherry and Bobby. Did you see Bobby could have fucking done the same shit to Cherry just as bad, come at him, said all the same shit. He didn't do it. He showed character. Cherry showed the piece of shit he is. He was. He always will be. I'm going to watch the rest of that later on the lounge because Hector's a little bitch and fucking private it. What did you say after that, Hector? If you privated after that, God, there had to be some bad shit. Somebody's got it. Hey, somebody Discord me that shit. Y'all have a good one. Hey, Cherry, go fuck yourself. Hector, go fuck yourself. Serb, you little bitch, go fuck yourself. Well done, Bobby. Rest of y'all, I'll have a better, I'm gonna, you know, find some good shit Hector said, and I'll have a good one tomorrow, too. Hey, Torp, happy days are here again, buddy. Later, guys.